Katie, and today I want to talk about utilizing every part of your website by making sure you have an effective sidebar on your blog. I am a web designer at Freshlight Media, and I was recently asked by a client, do I need a sidebar and why would I need that? Sidebars is that little strip of information that resides next to a blog post. And my answer is, if you are a business that's using blogging as part of your inbound marketing strategy, or you are a person that aspires to be a blogger or an influencer, you need to probably have a sidebar on your blog. My reasoning is this. If you are doing either of those things, you are essentially driving people to that blog post. So you should be posting that blog post on a lot of different places, posting it on Pinterest, on social media. Hopefully that blog is going to start showing up in search results, and when people click the link to your blog, you want them to not just see the blog, but you want them to be able to see a little bit about you or your company and what you're about. So if you're not utilizing a sidebar, you're missing out on that opportunity. I try to always preach the path of least resistance for my clients, and to me the path of least resistance means when someone goes to your blog post, they don't need to click to another page to find out who you are and what you're about. I want them to see who you are and what you are about and what you offer right on the blog post. So the sidebar is that space next to you'd have your blog, I guess it's flipped to a camera, blog here, sidebar here on the side, and it's a running list of information. And I'm going to talk to you today about what should be included in that sidebar for the most effective results for your website. The first thing is, I have already talked about, is just to be strategic. Before you lay out your sidebar and decide what you want in it, think, what am I trying to communicate to people and what is the goal of my blog? If I'm an interior designer and my main goal is to sign up clients, I want to make sure there's something in my sidebar that directs people to my services and what I do. If I'm a person that's selling a product, I want to make sure that my products are highlighted on my sidebar and that people don't have to hunt around my website to figure out what I'm selling. And so think first strategically, what is your goal? My next tip is to make sure in your sidebar, if you are a business or an individual like solopreneur business, make sure that you have a profile image in your sidebar, because people want to do business with people and people want to connect with you. And the easiest way to do that is by having your profile picture there right next to your blog. If you are a business and you have multiple authors to your blog, another easy way to do that is just have the author of the business just have their profile picture individual to each blog post. You'll see that if you go to our blog for this video, at the top of the blog, you'll see the profile picture, me, because I wrote this blog. You also want to make sure to introduce yourself or introduce your customer in the sidebar. So just talk about who you are, what you do. An easy kind of introductory sentence is your business name, what you're about, and a fun fact. So for me, it is, my business is Freshlight Media, and my blog is about empowering e-commerce businesses to be online and make a great impression. And a fun fact is, I don't know, I didn't think this through before I made this video. Is that I like corny jokes. Maybe that's why, and I like to try to make my business fun. So that would be a fun fact that I'd also include in my sidebar. The last tip I would use for what you're going to include in your sidebar is, once you've been strategic and think about what you want people to do, what action you want them to take, is I always encourage people to have a couple of custom graphics in their sidebar. So if you just have a bunch of buttons in your sidebar, that's kind of boring. The sidebar is another opportunity to reinforce your brand with your brand colors, your brand fonts, and your brand personality. Is it fun? Is it serious? Is it results oriented? And so don't shy away from using custom graphics in your sidebar. So instead of having buttons, you'd have a little graphic of, you know, the products that you're selling and have them custom to your brand, or you have a little graphic relating to your services. Just don't shy away from making it personal to you and your business. So those are my quick tips about what to include in your sidebar for your website, because you want to use every inch of space to the best that it can be used on your website and not leave any conversion opportunities behind.